All right, so I present to you a new idea. Inside of this directory, got some E shell files. These are English shell files or scripts. If I dump out this here, just a series of questions or requests here. Print the current directory, list files, show trees, etc. So think about that. What if you could just write a script by typing out some simple sentences? How would we run that then? Well, let's set up a quick little function to do this. Pass in the script, and it'll go through each line that has something on it. It'll skip comments and blanks. And for each one, it reaches out to OpenAI, asks for a completion. For example, here I'm running print the current directory, and I get back PWD. I do have an approval step right now, though I'd like to automate some sort of security check that would allow it to just run automatically without approval. So I can run that then. It gives me the next one to list files. Great. Next one here is to print a tree of files, and that's an interesting solution. Hey, it worked. And then last up, find any files with foo inside of them, which will match nothing. There you go. It all worked. So that was interesting. So just imagine in the future if we could just type out some sentences into a text file and have some mechanism whereby we could actually reproducibly run it as well, so that we wouldn't have to go through the approval process, or at least perhaps have it be interactive and easily approvable like we've got right here. And now what could you do with this that would actually be much more valuable than what we're talking about here? For example, how about a line that says, convert all the MKVs into MP4s using FFmpeg? Save that, execute that script every time you need to batch convert. And maybe what we do is when you run it the first time, if you approve it, if you approve all of the lines, they get generated into then a secondary script. So you have like a generation step that once it's approved, then you can just use the approved options when you want to rerun that script. And then if you want to make changes to it, perhaps you could just change a command and then feed just that command through. It could tell that one of the commands changed, and it just regenerates the solution for that particular command. And then it updates that into the file of all of the other commands that have already been generated. So in effect, this becomes like an intermediate language for describing scripts that you want to have available. Crazy idea, not necessarily useful in its current form, just an idea I was having. And again, my whole goal here is to start to rethink how we can interact with a computer, rethink how we interact with the command line, try to make something much more valuable because we have the interfaces to do it now. We just have to trust them and put them to work.